So come to stand on your mat with your feet hip distance apart in Tadasana. Just relax your whole body, and if you like, bring the hands into prayer at the heart center and close your eyes. Just allow your knees to be soft, your breath to be easy and natural. And just ground down by taking a few deepened breaths through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Just letting go of any tension that you're holding, particularly through the shoulders, the buttocks, the legs, the belly. And when you're ready, release the hands down to the side of the body. Use an inhale to take the arms out wide and up. Feet press into the earth. And the hands may meet overhead, and exhale down through the center. Inhale, reaching the arms out and up. And exhale down through the center. And once again, inhale. Press down through the feet as you reach up through the arms. Maybe the head lifts this time, drawing the belly in towards the spine, and draw the energy down through the body. Widen the feet. Turn the toes out a little and inhale. Bring the arms up over. And as you exhale this time, palms face down, knees bend. And draw down towards the earth. Inhale, feet press in. Maybe the head lifts, and exhale, turn the palms down, bend the knees, and slide your way down as if your back is sliding down the wall. Inhale. Straighten the legs, reach up, and exhale, grounding down. Last one, inhale, rise. Maybe a little look up, and exhale, ground down. Take a moment as you get comfortable through the feet. Turn the palms up like an offering, and just hold here for a couple of breaths. Draw the navel in towards the spine, and have the feet pressing firmly into the floor as the knees turn out as if they want to really land themselves over the ankles. Take an inhale. As you exhale, right elbow to right knee, swing the left arm over your head and stretch up. Exhale, draw the left arm across the horizon down towards your left knee. And then inhale, rising the arm back over the head, open the chest. And exhale, back down the hill towards the left knee or back of the mat. And inhale, once again, rise with that left arm, open the chest, look up towards the ceiling if you can. And exhale, coming down and changing out. So the left elbow to the left knee, and inhale, reach the right arm up and over the head. And exhale, the arm back down towards the right knee, back of mat, front of mat. Inhale, rise, look up, open the chest. Exhale, back down. Inhale. A little pulse can be had through the legs, through the hips. And exhale. Last one. Inhale that right arm up and over. Open the chest, look up towards the sky. And exhale through the center. And this time as you come, straightening the left leg and then the right, turning the right foot out about 90 degrees, turning the back heel out a little, about 45 degrees. Hand can just reach onto, right hand onto the right leg, and just begin to look forward. Take the hand across the front of the body, and inhale, reach it up towards the sky. And exhale, turn the palm down, and the arm comes across the face towards the floor again in a half circle. Just let it hang, and then inhale, pull it across the chest, the front of the chest, and up towards the ceiling. And exhale, back down. Cross the face and towards the floor. Inhale, rise. reach up, look up if you can, and exhale. The arm across the face, towards the floor, and then inhale back up. So we're going to hold now. Reach that left arm up, and the right hand can just be supported by the leg. Roll to the outer edge of that back foot, be strong in that back leg. And if you're very collapsed here and looking down with the chest, then just push out a little, lift that right hand so it's a little higher up the leg, lengthen the right waist, and hold here for a couple of breaths. You might even like a little rotation of that wrist, a couple of times. Take an inhale then, reach up into the fingers and exhale, drop the hand so it's in line with the ear, so we're going for a full left body stretch. Inhale, reach that left foot into the floor and the fingers away, and then exhale. Round forward and down. Turn the right foot in so it's back in line with the left, and the right hand directly under the chest. And if you like, you could have a block there, and we press that left hand into the block or the floor. Take your right hand and place it on your sacrum, on your top hip. Press the left hand into the floor or your block. Turn your chest, rotate your chest to look up, and if you can, the head looks up towards the sky. Take a couple of breaths here, and if you're fully comfortable, you can let that right arm reach up towards the sky as well. We're looking over at that hand reaching for the sky, trying to keep the hips nice and even. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, take the right arm and thread it under the left as you come towards the left ankle, bending the left knee. Let both elbows bend and just come into the stretch. Stretching through that right leg. Couple of breaths here. And then inhale back up, both legs straighten. Turn the right foot out so it's 90 degrees and lift the left heel off the floor. So we're in like a lunge. Couple of things you can do here. You could drop the back knee to the floor. And we're going to come into a twist. So once again, you could have a block here or not. Hand is in line with the foot and directly under the shoulder. Push that hand into the floor again and inhale, reach up with the right hand and press back into that left heel. And if you need to, you can drop that knee down. You could also drop the arm down. Otherwise, we're full extension. Press into the left heel, right knee forward, hands in opposite direction, crown and tail in opposite direction. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, taking the right hand down, turn both feet so they're at the length of the mat again, and bend the left knee, stretch into the right, come back to the center, take the hands to the left foot, and exhale, bend the right. And then straighten the right knee again, turn the left foot out, so the toes are 90 degrees, and the right heel out, so the foot is at about 45 degrees. Left hand onto the left shin, and inhale, begin to swipe the right hand across the front of the chest and all the way up towards the sky. And as you exhale, turn the palm down towards the floor and allow the arm to drop across the face and down to the floor. And then inhale back across the chest and up towards the ceiling. And exhale across the face in a half circle. Inhale, rise, open the chest, lift the arm. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, rising up through the arm. And last one, exhale, dropping across. Inhale, lift the arm, open the chest. And as you exhale, holding here, getting firm in that back leg, lift the back arch, open the hip up if you can, rotating through that back thigh. And if you're too collapsed, Come out a little, lift out of there, get long through both sideways, get long through the tail and the crown, shooting in opposite directions. Take an inhale here, maybe even rotating the wrist a couple of times. And as you're ready, you use an exhalation to take the arm so it's in line with the ear, and then across to the front as you turn the left toes in. The right hand comes to your block or to the floor, right under your chest. The left hand comes onto the sacrum. Make sure your feet are even here. Press the right hand into the block or the floor and let that rotate the chest towards the left. Turn to look over the left side. And if you're fully comfortable here, you can lift the left arm and look up towards the ceiling. You may need to draw the navel in towards the spine a little, lengthen the tail and crown away from each other. And the hands, one pressing into the floor, one reaching towards the sky. Arches of the feet are lifted. The breath is easy, natural, or ujjayi. Take an inhale, reach into your left fingers, and as you exhale, bring that hand across and thread it under the right hand to the right ankle. You can bend that left elbow if you like, and then the right, and look under that right underarm towards the ceiling. Both legs are straight here. There might be a slight bend in the right leg, and that's absolutely fine. Let the body inform you. One more breath. And then inhale, gently pulling out of there. Hands to the left foot, and exhale, bend the right knee. And then inhale, straighten the right knee, bring the hands to the right foot, and exhale, bend the left knee. And then inhale, straighten the left, and turn all the way around once again. So the right toes are facing the front of the mat, the left heel is lifted. Both hands press into the floor, and we step back with that right foot into downward facing dog. So it's in line with the left. Have the knees nice and bent, and wag your tail as you roll your sit bones high. Drop the head so the ears are in line with the arms. Take an inhale as you drop your knees to the floor. Get comfortable through your alignment, and exhale, drop the buttocks down to the heels. Inhale, roll forward, rounding through, dropping the head and tail. Shoulders land over the wrists. And as we exhale, we can roll the sit bones up, lift the chest and chin, and push back, buttocks to heels, like an up cat. And then inhale, drop the head and tail round the spine, push forward like down cat. And exhale, rounding through the spine, lift the chest and chin, and pull back, buttocks to heels. Inhale, roll forward. And this time as you exhale, round the sit bones up, lift the chest and chin, and drop the chest down towards the floor. Flatten the whole body down. Shoulders can remain under the hands can remain under the shoulders, and just begin to rotate your shoulders as if you're swimming backwards with just the shoulders. You may like to change the direction of the shoulder rotation. Make sure your thighs are comfortable on the floor, then lift your feet and shake out the ankles. Rotate them a few times in each direction. And then release the feet to the floor, really gently pressing with the hands, but most of the work as we inhale and lift comes from the back and the belly. So just looking forward and exhale, releasing down. And again, inhale, lifting, looking forward. Exhale, releasing down. And this time, you might like to actually push up with the hands or not. Inhale, cobra, just to where you're comfortable. And as you exhale, push out of there and back into downward facing dog. This time, we might straighten the legs out a little bit more. Take your time to get comfortable here. And then just come into the pose. So hands are shoulder distance and the fingers are spreading and the four corners of the hands are pressing into the floor, pushing you back so your ribs, your chest come towards your knees and then down towards the floor. The knees can be as bent as they need to be so we can roll those sit bones high and then press the heels towards the floor. So slightly straighten the legs. Doesn't matter if they don't completely straighten, just be where you need to be. So we're going to walk the left foot in towards the right foot. And you can do this in cat if you wanted to drop to your knees. You could just do that. Inhale, extend the right leg up. Exhale, draw the knee into the nose, nose to knee. Inhale, extend the right leg up, lift it towards the sky, but not the hip, if you can do that. Exhale, knee to nose. And again, inhale, push the floor away from you. Lengthen the crown towards between the hands and the foot up towards the ceiling. Try and keep the hip dropped, not lifted, but dropped. And then bend your knee and then lift the hip. Lift the thigh away from the floor. Press both hands into the floor, but in particular press the right hand. Inhale, open, maybe even extend the leg up long, and then exhale, right foot to left. Inhale, extend the left leg up. Exhale, draw the nose in, the knee into the nose. Inhale, extend the leg up, try not to lift the hip. And exhale, draw the knee to the nose. Inhale, extend the leg. Drop into the heel of the right leg as you reach into the left foot, but keep that left hip down a little for now. Press both hands into the floor, bend your left knee, and then lift the thigh, the hip up and away from the floor. Press into both hands, but in particular the left. Inhale here. Extend the leg, straighten it if you like, and as you exhale, dropping back down. Inhale onto your knees and exhale, buttocks back to the heels. You might even like to rest in child's pose for a moment. Just shaking out the shoulders. When you're ready, inhale to come and sit up on your feet. Again, just rolling out the shoulders a few times to release any tension, both directions. Lift the hands up and rotate through the wrists, both directions. And then once again, placing the hands in front of you, tuck your toes under, lift your knees off the floor as we come into a squat. Take an inhale to lengthen the chest up towards the ceiling, looking up if you can. And as you exhale, drop the heels and buttocks towards the floor as you lower your chest. Take a breath or two here. You might like to imagine the breath coming through the crown, inhaling down the entire length of the spine to the tail. And as you exhale from the tail, back up the spine and into the crown. Inhale from crown to tail. Exhale from tail to crown. One more breath like that. then inhale here, lifting. And as you exhale, you can come to sit on the floor with your feet out in front of you, wrapping the elbows around your knees and hugging the shoulders back into themselves and your thighs into your torso, or your torso into your thighs, so the spine becomes nice and long, lifting out through the crown, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Take a breath here as you feel into what is for you just now. See if you can soften the outer edges of your muscles and let the breath become normal. Release the hands and lift the palms so they face the ceiling. And we're going to come down to the floor really slowly. So as we take an inhale, and as we exhale, we coil down, tucking the tail under, drawing the lower navel down in towards the spine, and very slowly, like vertebra by vertebra, just coming down towards the floor, seeing if we can just touch bit by bit, slowly releasing down. Let the hands come over the head with the elbows nice and bent, and just take 3 deep breaths here. Breathe deep into the belly and let the belly expand on the inhale and draw back in, exhaling. Bring the hands so they sit alongside the body, palms facing down, and the heels are going to sit just behind the sit bones. We begin by pressing the feet into the floor, and then use an inhale to lift the hips and peel the spine off the floor as the arms come up and over. Keep pressing the feet into the floor and lengthen the tail between the legs. And exhale vertebra by vertebra by rolling back down, palms or hands coming back down alongside the body. Inhale, press the feet into the floor, lift the hips, peel the spine off the floor. Keep pressing the feet into the floor as the arms come all the way over the head to the floor. And keep lifting the hip away from the floor, tail long between the legs. And then exhale, vertebra by vertebra, arms coming down towards the floor as the spine releases all the way. And again, inhale, press the feet into the floor, lift the hips, peel the spine, arms reaching up and over. And then we're just going to get comfortable there for a moment. You might like to walk your feet in a little closer if your back bend is deepening. Suck the belly back in towards the spine as you press the feet into the floor, and keep the tail long and shooting between the legs there. You might like to bring the arms back alongside the body and then interlace them underneath your arm, your body, your torso. Walk the shoulder blades in towards each other, and once again, press the feet in. Lift the hips, lengthen the tail, and draw the chest towards your chin, not the other way around. The length of the arms pressing into the floor. Breathing easy, but getting strong here. One more breath. And as you exhale, release the interlace of the hands if you have it, and then vertebra by vertebra, rolling back down. And then the sacrum, the last thing to hit. Just take a breath there. Let everything settle. And hug your knees in. Take a breath into the lower back. And then release the hands so they're out wide along the floor, shoulder height. If you have any back injuries, place the feet on the floor and do the twisting from there. Otherwise, we inhale. And as we exhale, We bring both knees and ankle towards the right hand side, look over to the left. And then inhale, lift up to the center, and exhale, drop the feet, the legs down to the left hand side as you look over to the right. Try and keep the shoulders both on the floor. Inhale, lift back to the center. Exhale, drop the legs slowly and carefully to the right hand side, and if you can, let them touch the floor this time. Turn to look to the left and just take a couple of deep breaths with the eyes closed. When you're ready, you use an inhale to come back to the center. Knees and ankles stay together, and exhale over to the left-hand side as you look to the right. And once again, try and find the floor or some props to remain comfortable here. Looking in the opposite direction, close the eyes and take a couple of deep breaths. Begin to see what you can let go of here. And again, when you're ready, inhale, lift the feet, the legs into the center. You might like to give one last little squeeze. Even reaching the legs up and over your face for a moment. And then just releasing the feet to the floor. Align your back so it's comfortable, shoulder blades slightly drawing in. And lengthen the legs out along the floor. Just give them a little shake out. You might even like a little wriggle from the hips so the whole body jiggles like a jelly. Couple of deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Letting any natural swaying or releasing occur, and then just come into Shavasana, where we lay for 3 to 5 minutes in complete relaxation. Just you, your body, and your breath. Stay for as long as you need. And when you're ready to get up, you can roll onto your right side. Take a couple of breaths there. Push up with the opposite hand. Come to sit and just take one final breath. Noticing how you're feeling and preparing yourself for the rest of the day or evening ahead.